Hey Maria, thanks for jumping on.
Hey.
Hey, so we had a mishap this morning. Well, I had a mishap, but now we're recording and we're going live. So my name's Coach Jared Zaragoza, and I'm going to be going over some of the questions you guys posted, and then do our best to help answer the questions you guys asked. And other coaches on the call, if it's a question I don't quite know, or if you even have some input, just feel free to jump in at any time. Okay, so I'll start with the first question. So Diana was asking, what type of Facebook ads do you run that have been the most helpful to bring in new people? And this one I'm gonna need help with someone jumping in. So I've only ran a couple ads, but I haven't really jumped all in on it at all. So that is definitely not my area of expertise. I know a few of us have jumped into the ads training. And if you guys have any input, because I know that question's a tough one.
I'll share a little bit. So, yeah, it's a loaded question because there's so much in that's involved. The past year and a half, I guess, that I've been trying to do Facebook ads, I didn't really have a system, and I just was pretty much throwing money away because I didn't know what I was doing. I was just boosting posts, and now some of that worked for me for a while with some things. Now I was paying a lot more than I need to be, but what worked for me was I would boost my posts to like a certain, because you can pick your target audience and stuff like that. But it was always like the challenge group posts and the business opportunity posts. But obviously I wasn't super successful in that because I had to seek out help on how to do it more. So I did get challengers though through that. I did, not saying that I did get coaches and I did get challengers, but Facebook ads is a huge subject that some of the coaches on here are actually going through the social team builder training, which is loaded with learning on all that stuff. So basically what we've been learning is videos are key. Videos are awesome to use, especially on Facebook right now, because Facebook and YouTube are, what do you call it? Evil sisters. They don't really like each other. So if you're posting YouTube links, obviously they're not going to show as much as if you're posting a Facebook video. That's why you have Facebook Live and all the Facebook videos. So putting your Facebook ads out there that are video has been key, at least lately for me and what I've learned. So as far as the types of ads, I would say video posting. But if you guys want to add to that.
I've had again, same as you. I've just boosted kind of posts on coaching and challenge groups and have had some traction with it, but nothing significant. But I did notice that I boosted a video post with one of my workouts, and that got a ton of hits. A ton more than what my normal post would. So I'm still going through the same training as you and kind of falling behind probably module 2 or 3 or something like that right now. So I'm still learning myself. I can't say anything more except for the fact that I have seen more traction on videos.
Yeah, I would add to that to get live on your page. If you want to promote more on your page, do more live videos, because ultimately what you want to do is grow your page instead of just boosting posts. And that's where I wasted money, is I was just boosting posts and I wasn't attracting people to my page that were actually my lifers, my tribe. And so I was just throwing money away in boosting posts. So what we're learning is videos, get on there live, be you, be real, and use that as far as attracting people to your page?
Yeah, I was talking to one of my coaches last night, just the difference between video, and he was basically saying that he had, I think, like 50 something views on a video that he recorded and posted, and then he had like nearly 400 views on the live video. So it was like, I mean, exponentially greater for the live video.
Hey, Jared, we can't hear you. You're muted.
Good, thanks.
Okay.
The second question we have is, how do you approach coaches that go inactive or cancel without talking to you? For me, that one's tricky. I take it case by case. It depends, because there's times you message people and you're trying to see how they're doing, and you kind of see the signs, but they kind of just don't even reply to you at all. And then there's some that you don't see it coming and just random cancel. I usually just do it low key. I'm like, hey, let's say like Lacey, like, hey Lacey, I just got your notification, your cancel. I want to make sure everything's okay. And I basically let them know that, sometimes I'll say, is there anything I did that I could have done better? Or sometimes I'll be like, hey, I just want you to know that I still want to help you on your journey. So even if you decided not to coach, I still want to help you get those results that we talked about. I basically try to make it feel not so icky and weird. But like I said, it just depends, because there's some people, like, you try to talk to them and keep them in, but they just kind of ignore you for like. And so when you kind of see it coming, so when you get a cancellation, I'm just like, But what about you guys? What have you guys done when that happens?
I kind of done the same thing. I've actually just kind of messaged them more in regards to, hey, I saw you canceled, but I'm still your coach. I'm still here for you. Kind of still giving them that what we promised them at the beginning, that backup, that being there for them, even if they're not, coaching anymore, or they canceled, whatever. Because I feel, and I've gotten like, oh my God, thanks, I felt so bad, or whatever, I just couldn't at the moment. And I'm like, hey, I totally understand, we all have our time, and maybe this was just not for you, but I'm still here. And I think that kind of makes things a little more like not so icky, like because sometimes they don't, but most of the time they feel bad for doing that, because they kind of depended on, or, thought that you depended on them for something. But you kind of have to have that, like, hey, it's all good, I'm still here if you need me, type of attitude. And usually they respond back a little better than like, hey, what's going on? So that's my take on it.
Yeah. And I guess the other part of that was when they go inactive, sometimes coaches don't even realize that they're going inactive. So usually it's just like, hey, do you know that, you're set to go inactive or something? And you just send them a casual message, and just give them, usually I ask them like how they're doing, and then I bring it up that they're going inactive, and then I'll give them ideas if they, like, if it's a financial thing, especially if they can't do like the Shakeology, I'm like, hey, you can get the Recover or something, for that 50 PV and still be active as a coach. And, it'll help you just overall with your body and how you feel and stuff. So I try to give different ways, to reach out to them and let them know. Because usually with people going inactive, they might not realize that they're going inactive.
I agree. I always recommend, I never recommended the Recover because I wasn't 100% sure, but I didn't know that, but the 3-day refresh. And that one seems to be a good one to kind of be like, hey, it's 3-day refresh. Like sometimes that helps you, get better results and kind of boost that, the results on overall.
I've tried the Recover, and I've never thought of the 3-day refresh. I like that idea. And what I usually do is I look over, they're inactive, and I'll see if they have any future orders. So say like today's the 9th, and they usually have an order go through on the 10th or 11th. If I usually see that they have an order coming up, I won't say anything. But if I see like they were supposed to order on the 5th and it's the 9th, I'll do what Patty did. I'll be really casual about it. Like at first, I wasn't casual at all when I first started. Like, hey, you're going inactive. I'm going to drop Emerald, and that was like totally the wrong way to go about it. And then it comes off really bad. So now I don't do that. I'm like, hey, how you doing? And I talk for a minute, and they're like, oh, I just noticed. I don't know if you noticed, but looks like your order didn't go through. Is everything okay? And sometimes, a lot of the times, they didn't know. They go, oh crap. They like, I forgot to update my credit card. Thanks for letting me know. Or yeah, we moved and something. But yeah, thanks. I got to call in and I got to do this. And sometimes you get the awkward like ignore. But if that happens, it's fine. But I try to keep it casual and low key. And same with the counseling. I try to like in the beginning, come a long way. Like 2 years ago, I like, hey, you're canceling. I'm not gonna make it to Diamond, and it totally put it on them, which is not the right thing to do. Now I'm like, hey, I say, and I usually keep it low key. And when I keep it low key, it takes the pressure off them. And a lot of the times they will admit, like, I was so scared to reach out to you. I didn't want to say anything, so I thought you were gonna get mad at me. I thought it's gonna affect your rank, or it's gonna affect like your points, or they'll say like your commission or something. I'm like, no, it's not like that. And I really make sure that they know that I'm there for them still as their coach, because sometimes they think when they cancel that somehow you're not their coach anymore. And make sure they know I'm still your coach. I'm still here to help you on your journey. And I think a lot of the times that makes that achy feeling go away. And third question is, how do you plan your posts for the day or week? Or basically just how do you do it? Because I feel like I'm kind of just posting when things come to mind, or if I have a specific topic I want to post about. It takes me 100 years to come up with the perfect caption with it. I was talking to Nick a little bit about this before you guys got back on, and I'm not one of those people that plans 30 days or even a week, because to me, my life's very hectic and chaotic. I work full time. I have kids, I have a wife, I work side jobs as well. So for me, if I'm lucky, if I'm able to get a day or two ahead, I use the basic activity tracker. The Power 3 is the one that Micah has us use. And sometimes I'll go ahead if I have a really good idea, or if I hear this quote I like, I'll jot it down, and I'll jot it down throughout the week. If I have this idea like how I want to talk about the business, or like, I want to make a workout video with this move, because if say I'm doing hammer and chisel and there's this move I really want to show off, I might write down, post a video about this on this day. And I'll kind of put little notes throughout the week as they come to mind. And not every day do I have everything planned out to a T. And I'll be honest, there's days where I'm like at work, because I have to go to work at 1 and I'm there till 11 at night. And I'll message Sandy. I'm like, Sandy, do you have anything about the kids or the dog or something? Because I need some content. And she's like, yeah, let me find something. She goes, oh, here's a picture of my chalk art. I'm like, okay, thanks. But I'm just being honest, and that's literally how I go. I'm sure sorry, my dog. I'm sure there's more ways to be more organized about it, but that's how I am. So I keep notes. I keep notes in my notepad. If I read something from personal development that really clicks or really like, I'll write it down on my iPhone calendar or on my notepad, or I'll jot it down on my Power 3s. And like I said, sometimes I might be lucky to have a couple of days planned ahead, but I'm human, and there's days where I'm just struggling. I'm like, I have no idea what I'm going to write about today. And I just sit there and ponder about it, and then I usually come up with something. So I hope that helped answer your question. Do you guys have anything else?
I have a good suggestion. I have an app called, I think it's called Daily Quotes. And I don't know what it is, or if this is just a coincidence, but every time I feel like I'm going through something, because I have a timer or to give me a notification at 9 a.m. with the new quote of the day. And it seems so weird but like a lot of the quotes are like exactly what's going on in my life. I don't know if, again, that's a coincidence, but I think that that's a good kind of like something positive in your day that you can also kind of put a picture of yourself, because in one of the trainings they said, a lot of pictures of yourself, because you're selling you, with the quotes instead of just a picture of the quote itself. So I'll take a selfie, or I'll have old selfies that I can just put the quote on, with word swag, and kind of form a post around that. But it kind of gives you something daily to kind of put that's positive and motivational.
Yeah, for sure. I'll add a little bit to that, what I do, but everyone's so different. There's some people that just need to schedule it, and there's some people that just kind of fly by the seat of their pants. But for my like page, I will schedule at least 3 or so posts through Facebook Scheduler. Because if I don't do that, then I'm not going to get enough posts on there, because we are, in the social team builder training, they say to do 4 to 8 posts on your like page a day, which, that's just a lot. So what I do is on Sundays, just like you do your meal prep, I go through and I'll get on Pinterest or something, and I just find stuff that I think looks good, like recipes or, I don't know, just helpful stuff. And I'll put that scheduled through my Facebook like page. Because it doesn't take long, it's maybe 30 minutes, and I'm literally like, okay, that's cool. Put it on there. Okay. You just schedule it, and then you don't have to think about it. I'm still posting throughout the week on that page, and on, of course, my personal page. But that stuff is more like, I don't have to think, oh my gosh, I have to get a post in. I know that I have something there that's going to go like 3-4 times a day. Personally, I do a lot of the stuff that Josh Coates recommends on things, with the Tuesday Transformation Tuesday. That's always a post. Your Throwback Thursday is always something. Flex Friday. It's all corny stuff, but it's a post. It's something that you can do. And then I love what Maria said about the PD. Always pulling from PD, what you're learning and how you're growing. This was on the National Wake Up Call, I think this last week, right? What you're going through and what you're growing in, share that, because people can relate to that. And so that really helps me. A lot of times it's, I'll go through my devotions or something, and just something that I'm going through, I just share that, because that's real and that's in the moment and people can relate to it. So that's what helps me. And then of course I try to balance it out, because you don't want to be all seriousness. I try to put funny posts in my my page. If there's something especially on the weekend, Fridays, Saturdays, Fridays, Saturdays, usually I try to do something funny, to keep it light, something active. I like to show people how you can use your fitness on the weekend. It's not just about getting it done at home. What are you doing with your fitness? That's something I like to show, because maybe you can go play with your kids more, whatever it is. We can go hiking or something. And then Sundays usually is an invite post, but that's just what I do.
I can add a little bit as well. I made it very consistent on in the mornings. You can be assured that you will see, except if it's my rest day, you'll see a video of me. I'm trying to do live videos of me doing my whole workout every single morning. And and it's more because I've gotten a lot of people say, well, I'm a gym person. And I'm like, well, this is my gym too. I'm a gym person too. But it's more because they feel like people are watching them at the gym. Well, I have all Facebook basically able to watch me do my workout, and how much I can suck when I'm not perfect. And sometimes I have to stop and take a breather. And so it makes it more real, but every morning I make that consistent. And then after I do my video, every morning you will see a good morning and happy Tuesday or Thursday, whatever video. Today I kind of went on a little bit of a rampage, more of a lot of what I'm going through. Because this week has been really hard with my oldest daughter. So I kind of incorporated a little bit of what I'm going through as a person, because everybody's like, oh, I don't know how, you make it look so easy and I don't have time. Well, I don't have time either. I'm a single mom. I have 4 kids, and I work full time and I do my business and I barely sleep and I have a child that gives me problems. So listen, it doesn't take that much time you put into it. And honestly, I'm just being me. So it makes it very consistent. So at least there you have 2 posts. And then you can work on, just do something that you do consistently. Those are my 2 consistent posts. And then the other ones I kind of try to sprinkle in, on my lunch break or at night or whatever. But kind of keep, like, I was sent a message yesterday from someone that I don't have as a friend or anything like that. And because I have my stuff public, she tells me, I look forward to every single morning watching your videos. And I'm like, oh, wow, are you kidding me? So that like people that you don't know you're impacting, you're going to impact. And it's not somebody that wants to lose weight. My success story is that I lost weight, but she wants to gain weight and wants to be healthy about it. So that to me it threw me for a curveball, but people are watching your consistency. And once they feel the urge, then they'll reach out to you. So those consistent posts are really, really important. And that's it.
Thank you. And I was going to add a little bit. So I kind of took something Nick told me, and it actually tied in. So one of my new coaches, he's a huge gym rat, and he's all about the gym. And I used what Nick said as like, well, my buddy, he does body beats at the gym because he's all about the gym. And I was like, so going to the gym's cool. I was like, you could print out workout sheets, or you could, write down the exercises, or you could use on demand and stream it and do it at the gym. And the point is I was doing my videos, and for a while there, I was like, I don't know if I should keep doing these or not. But a lot of people that ghost follow me, they'll follow and they don't like or comment for months or even years. They'll message me. They're like, yeah, I've been watching your videos, and they'll just randomly hit me up about something. So that's something I've been using a lot of. But like Nick mentioned, I made the comment about how he goes to the gym, because I've had people say, well, I'm in a small apartment. I don't have time. I don't have room, or I don't have the weights I need. So I go to the gym. So I say, well, you could do your workouts at the gym, kind of like what Nick does, and you can still use on demand. But point is the videos I've been posting seem to be hitting like different crowds. I'm getting a lot of the gym people. And then I have a lot of people that are just like, I guess it's helpful content, because I try to post stuff that's creative, like a creative move that I've never seen, because everybody's seen a bench press. But when I do some weird, like, the hammer and chisel one where you're doing this, I post something that I think is unique or different that I think they haven't seen before, because I think that creates a lot of question or curiosity. And then the other thing is with Sandy doing the Country Heat, I posted that, and so I'm getting that crowd too. So I'm getting people messaging me about Country Heat because of Sandy, the crowd that's like, I hate working out, that looks fun. And then I'm also getting the dude, I need to gain weight crowd. So show me what moves can I do to get big. Hang on a second, my dog keeps whining. I have to let him out real quick. Okay. You want to quit whining. Okay, last question we have is, it's about challenge groups. It says, do any of you send out or provide certain information to your challengers before the group starts to help them be successful? I have some people that are naturals and jump in, and others, it is like pulling teeth to get them to participate. The app and HealthFit, I thought, would make it so easy for them to just log and get involved. Yet still people are not doing it. Some people even respond to my emails checking up on them. It bums. No, I read that wrong. Some don't even respond to my emails checking up on them. It bums me out. On that one, something that I've done is, depending on the program they order, so most people, first they order the 21-day fix, I usually send them like, until their stuff arrives, I'll send them little cheat sheets that I have. So I send them cheat sheets of like the calendar. So I send them cheat sheets of the calendar of the portion control containers, the thing that show the containers that shows like the calorie range with the containers. I also show them a little picture of the before, I'm trying to think, the measurement tracker. I'll give them some advice like, hey, this is what I do with water. You should drink in half of your body weight in ounces a day. And I'll give them, I also have a grocery list that I send people. It's a standard list that Sandy came up with. And I let them know, I was like, you don't have to buy everything on this list, but this is what we buy. And I sent them a huge grocery list, and a lot of people are totally lost. And like, that helps me so much because I don't know what to buy. I also send them a list of what foods are what container. And I also send them a list of, for example, like, here's the reds, here's the blues. And that way they know what their options are. And I also give them instructions on how to access Beachbody on demand. I don't really go into too much until the challenge group starts. Usually when the challenge group starts, we usually have a prep week. And during that prep week, we do our best to address every topic. We show them how to meal prep. We'll go over, like we post about the Amazon. On Amazon, you can get those containers that are $10 to show you how to, prep your food. We post a link on that, how to get that. We also go over how to access Beachbody on demand, the importance of it, devices they could use it on. The other thing we do is we post about the Christine Dwyer video. She has a really good video where she talks about opening up your 21 Day Fix, reading cover to cover. And I try to make sure everybody does that. Just looking over a question and make sure I didn't miss anything. I feel that's it. The only exception was with the Health Fit. I gave them a little bit more information because the Health Fit was a different scenario. Do you guys have anything that you send to your challengers before the group actually starts?
I try to do kind of the whole, like what plan you're going to be on for your meal plan. I've put together, because for the most part, everybody has the 1500 or plan A, basically. That one's the biggest like template that I've seen. Well, I kind of took that template and made the plan B, plan C, and if I think it's got a plan D or something like that, up until like 2100 calories. So I tried to find their calorie or their plan and send them that prior to them getting their stuff. And just because it, like one of my biggest issues when I first started was, okay, great, it tells me what to eat, but how the heck am I going to like break that apart? Okay, so if I eat 4 veggies, like, do I eat 4 portions of veggies in a single serving? Or, that was to me was harder to grasp as somebody that had never eaten really healthy. So I basically break it apart between, breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, where you can incorporate your Shakeology, and like I give them a full week. And I already color coded it. I did it like in an Excel sheet, and I color coded it so that if they don't like salmon, for example, okay, use that with another red, but they know that that's the red. So it just, I think that's worked out really well, and a lot of my challengers really like that, just because it's easy to comprehend, and you can switch things out.
Anything else anyone would like to add? We have like 10 minutes left.
Yeah, could you just reread the question really quick?
Sure. It says, regarding challenge groups, do any of you send out or provide certain information to your challengers before the group starts to help them be successful? I have some people that are naturals and jump right in, and others, it is like pulling teeth to get them to participate. The app in HealthFit, I thought, would make it so easy for them to just log and get involved, yet still people are not doing it. Some don't even respond to my emails checking up on them. It bums me out.
Okay, yeah, I just want to make sure that I had the full details on everything. The first thing that I want to say is that from the get-go, basically, in my instructions, whenever I tell them that I'm going to be their coach, I also tell them that they're going to be in an accountability group where they're expected to post. So that's kind of the first step for me in getting them to engage and to do the post, is because they know. And a lot of them will initially be like, well, look, like I'm not really comfortable posting pictures and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, you don't necessarily have to post pictures, but I just need you to check in at least on a daily basis to get that engagement. But in addition to that, as soon as somebody basically signs up and they're waiting on their stuff, I send them the discount. I have like if it's a discount coach or just a regular challenger, then I have like a checklist to send them of all the stuff that they need to know. But also in addition to that, what I just started doing not too long ago was, outside of my actual challenge groups, I have basically like a standing prep week. And it's a 7-day prep week, but it's self-paced. So if they are a runner that they just want to get through the prep week, then they can read through all the posts and get themselves set up. Or if they want to take it day by day, then they can while they wait on their stuff. But I think the second day in my prep week, I talk about Beachbody On Demand and basically give them instructions how they can go into Beachbody On Demand after they download the app. And then they can already pull up their entire meal plan, all of their workouts, their workout plan, their workout calendar, all that kind of stuff. So they have all the information. And then if they need me to, then I can go through it with them. But that kind of gives them everything except for, the actual physical Shakeology. And if they, don't have the meal containers yet, but they have all of the information. They know like all that stuff in advance for whatever program they have. And there's a lot of stuff in there, like Jared was saying about how I do my workouts at the gym. There are like literal cut sheets that basically have all the exercises and the number of reps, for Body Beast is the program that I do. And so I take those, they're in a PDF form in Beachbody On Demand, and I basically just follow those at the gym. And I've done it with the videos previously, so I know the pace of it. And that's the big thing, is the pace, because it's pretty fast paced. But I just take those to the gym on Beachbody On Demand. It's like a PDF form of my workout, and I just follow the workout with the weights, because I don't have that space in my apartment. I don't have the scale of weights. So, but that's what I would say is, kind of the combination of the prep week that they go into immediately, and then how I engage them right off the bat.
I'll just add really quick. I do everything that you guys are doing too. That's like key, I think. And then of course, like weekly emails. I check in with them all on the weekend, Saturday or Sunday, with all of my challengers that are in the groups, just as an extra thing. Especially like if I haven't seen them posting, then I'll bring that up. If they have been posting, I just bring up stuff, just check in, see how they are, because sometimes they don't want to post all their struggles. Something that we do in our challenge groups is we give them 5 things to check in every single day. So personal development, water, nutrition, Shakeology, and their workout. And so we say rate your day, and every day they have to check in with those 5 things. We get a lot of engagement with that, because people don't just have to post a sweaty selfie or something like that. It's less intimidating, I think, and it just keeps them in check in a well-rounded way. So that's helped our engagement go up a lot in just having the rate your day with those 5 things.
And we also do the rate your day 5 things. And I think that came from Natalie or you, because you guys were working together at one point, I think. But yeah, we do the same thing that I think Natalie brought in, or Sarah brought in. I can't remember who brought it in originally, but someone did. So that's helped a ton versus just sweaty selfies. And I think that's helped people to keep on track. It's helped them from maybe not doing that cheat or not skipping that workout, because they know they have to be accountable. And I do make sure they know. I think it's Brigitte Linford that said this, that I have an expectations. Usually we have an expectations video on day 1, but sometimes before I'll let them know the expectations. I'm like, hey, just so you know, if I don't hear from you the next day, I'm going to tag you. And that's just something that has worked for me. I also have them make sure they take their before pictures, their measurements, and their photos. And I say you don't have to send them to me, but they do need to be done. You can either have them for yourself, or you can post them in the group, or you can send them to me, whatever you're more comfortable with. I also let them know that if they do decide to send them to me, I'm not going to just post it on my wall or anything without the permission, because some people are like, you know. And like I said, I just make sure the expectations are that they understand these are the expectations, and I think that's about everything. That was all the questions. Does anybody have anything else to add? All right, thanks for jumping on, guys. I'm gonna stop the recording, and then I'm gonna post this in the team page as soon as it uploads and everything.